Hello everybody! How you doing today? You may have noticed something a little bit different. Something a little bit different about my appearance, perhaps? No, I haven't got fatter. It's my hair. Looking good. I wasn't even intending on doing this, but I've now learnt that I can't cut my own hair. I can't do that. Who'd have known? So I had to do it a lot shorter than I wanted to. I used something called a Flowbee. It's like something you get off like 90s tele shopping, QVC, that kind of thing. You attach it to your Hoover, and it's got like different extensions, and it sucks your hair up and cuts it at the same time. Fantastic invention. If anyone out there needs like an easy and reliable solution for cutting your hair, you can't beat it. You really can't beat it. Anyway, rambling, irrelevant. So, how you doing today, guys? Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video today, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Today, we have got just the worst thing. This is unbelievable. I'm so unbelievably shocked by what I have witnessed in this video. And no, I'm not even exaggerating on any level. This is about Onision, and I didn't think he would do something like this, and I know I shouldn't be surprised by things that he does anymore, but this is insane. It's about Shane Dawson. I know I had that bit in my last video about how Onision claimed that Shane was creepy around children, but it gets worse. It gets so much worse. This guy, the gall on him, Jesus Christ. This video I've seen, it's half an hour long, and it is slander from start to finish. He is absolutely doing everything in his power to make Shane appear like a child predator, and I think that's disgusting. I think it's absolutely pathetic. At the end of the day, this is all over a petty grudge that he has blown sky high out of proportion. None of his logic makes any sense. He claims he's the most honest YouTuber on the platform, but this whole video is lie, just so he can try and get his own way. Now, I've seen stuff like this before in like sibling rivalries and stuff like that, when one of them will do everything they can to try and make themselves look better than the other person, and they will go out of their way to do it. But this is petty sibling rivalries, but Onision is now taking this into the real world and doing what he can do to destroy Shane Dawson's reputation after it's come out that he is absolutely not a child predator. Everything he said in that video was a joke, and context matters. It really does. So let us roll that intro. Okay, so the video in question today is called Shane Dawson and Kids in a Nutshell on the Onision Reacts channel. Now, this video has got 602 likes, but it also has 12,000 dislikes, and he is the kind of person that I don't even know if he realizes he has a dislike bar, because I can't believe he'd keep repeating the same awful content over and over and over when no one wants to see it. Like, what is the point of even doing that? Surely you're going on YouTube and creating videos for your audience, not just for your own personal vendettas. It's very strange. It's very annoying, because it's so clear his intention is so clear of his jealousy and this petty grudge that he has with him. So let's go ahead and take a little peek at this video, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
First of all, this is a definition of slander. Okay, so it says slander is the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. And what is a false statement? What's going on here? Well, it's where you say something, typically knowingly, that isn't true. In court, you typically have to prove that you know for a fact that this person said something maliciously about you, like without any honesty or anything like that.
Onision, stop it with the check out this definition of this word. That it doesn't show anything. What you're doing is describing exactly what you're doing throughout this entire video and the videos previous to this. You bang on about how people don't have proof that he's not a child predator. Where's your proof that he is a child predator? What, this one clip from 4 years ago where he is so clearly joking about what he's saying? You are absolutely making false and damaging statements about someone. You absolutely know that none of this is true. You have spent a lot of time with Shane Dawson, so don't tell me that he's creepy around children. I just have a feeling. It's a feeling that, well, it doesn't even exist. The feeling's not real because you've made it up. Aside from that, what other proof do you have? Oh, none. None at all. So you are absolutely making false statements to damage a person's reputation. And I can't believe that you're giving the definition of this at the start of the video when you know full well that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. And the problem with my previous stream, where I talked about Shane and what he said, he actually said those things, and I was watching a video that was apparently taken out of context. But let's play again what Shane actually said.
I have 125,000. No. Her dick was almost as big as mine. Really?
Let me ask you guys this. Is this an appropriate thing to say about a child?
Oh my god, are you f***ing serious? He's not literally describing the potential dick of this girl. It's a joke. It's metaphorical to do with the arrogance of the person. He's not describing her having a penis. What is wrong with you? Oh my god. You are taking such... This is exactly why this is slander. Because you've just taken something so tiny and meaningless and you're trying to make it seem like he's a predator. It's absurd.
In any context, we're talking about an actual little girl here. Let's hear what Shane says.
And I said, okay, little big dick, why do you have so many followers? And she goes, oh, I'm a cheerleader. And I'm like, oh.
See, I don't think you guys understand the magnitude. Like, people will talk about my past, where I was with legal age folks. We're talking about 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. You cannot compare the two. We're talking about a person who's taking part in actually harassing children.
Sexually harassing children. Onision, you do realise he didn't actually say that to this girl? Obviously not. He's just describing their conversation, and he's describing the fact that they were having a banter, a kind of competition of who has the most subscribers on Instagram. Well, what do you think he's talking about? What, you think he actually went up to a 10-year-old girl and was like, hi little big dick, let's see how big your dick is? What the hell? You can't just pick this apart and try and make it seem like something that it's not, just to get your way in this personal vendetta that you have. And let's flip this on its head and use your own logic against you once again. Let's all take a look at this wonderful picture that I have. So, Onision, you think that it's bad for Shane to even be talking about this? No, not because he didn't actually say it to her, but you have actually rated the body of a 13-year-old girl on your channel about how attractive she was. This guy said, Onision, on your recent video I found my sister posing as a try-hard girl. She is the person at 2 minutes and 12 with the Calvins. Please remove that video and re-upload it without her. There are many people at her school that watch your videos, and I don't want this one photo to ruin her reputation, as she's only 13 and shouldn't be posting that type of stuff online. I know you can't see her face, but she's popular and loads of people been to her room. Thank you. Also, I'm not just doing this for her reputation, but for her safety. Hundreds of thousands of people will be seeing my 13-year-old sister's body, and that terrifies me. Yes, little 13-year-old girl, get in your underwear and write in permanent marker on your body and then send it to me so I can tell you how attractive you are. You're a f***ing joke. You're a total joke. I can't believe the crap that is coming out of your mouth when you have done stuff like this. You have actually done stuff like this. Shane is just joking about how arrogant this girl is. Jesus Christ.
You don't go up to a child and you say, hey, little big dick. Shane definitely sexually harassed children if he actually had this conversation.
He obviously didn't say that. He obviously didn't say that. He didn't say that he said that. So you're lying. You're just lying. You're twisting this for your audience in the attempt to make him look bad. Luckily, every last person that's watched this video can see right through you.
And she shows me her Instagrams, which are like, first of all, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, she's like sexy.
See, even if you're joking about that, even if you think, oh, this is just something I'm kidding around, you're talking about like, what, is this a 10-year-old?
Onision, once again, you have rated 13-year-old girls on how attractive they are, and your excuse for that is that, oh, if they're developed, then it doesn't matter. Yes, it does, you complete fucking idiot. And can I also remind you of the video you once made trying to justify the fact that it's fine to be attracted to underage girls that are developed. See, another thing you're quite clearly doing here is you're trying to make it seem like you are absolutely not a child predator and you're disgusted by this, even though you have completely practiced in sexualizing children. Oh my god, Onision.
It's one thing to make a joke about, let's say, a cartoon. For instance, I have made many jokes about Hank Hill and Bobby. Many jokes, because they're cartoons, they're not real. But Shane is here saying that this girl is sexy. That's not a joke on any level.
No, it's one thing to make a joke with a friend than to actually rate a child's body on how attractive they are.
And what does Shane do after he's scolded? You're not allowed to protect Shane. She's like, he's attracted.
Talked about pedophilia
No, this
before.
is Shane. Like, do not say this. And like,
This is what's going on. She's immediately scolding Shane. Okay, and so what does Shane do? He immediately after says he's joking. What does he do? Okay, he dials down the moment he's scolded for saying horribly inappropriate things about that girl.
He didn't dial it down at all. He carried on talking about the exact same subject. Also, she wasn't scolding him. They are talking about pedophilia on a live podcast. Yes, she's going to be uncomfortable. Most people would. It's a very controversial subject, but you are actually allowed to talk about these things. Coming from you, who is a comedian and an artist, I thought you'd kind of understand when a joke is a joke and when something isn't a joke. You've made incredibly controversial jokes in the past. You've even joked about paedophilia in the past.
Now let's watch Shane actually react to this. He's like, I'm not a fuck. Okay, great. That's great that you're so completely off the wrong about this. Like he's literally acting surprised that people would think this after everything he's done.
Yes, because you've got to be a complete moron to actually think he is a pedophile.
Before we get to this, let's just watch one thing on Twitter. There's this, right? This is an example of the many times that Shane has been inappropriate towards children, sexually harassed or otherwise exploited children.
Job, Lucy, but next time, shake your titties more.
Did he just point at a child and say, shake your titties more? Let's see that again. Let's see how disgusting Shane Dawson is.
Stage mother, good job, Lucy, but next time, shake your titties more. And you, take off the jacket and show more. Good job.
Why does he say shake your to a child and he points to the adult and just says show more?
So, again, Onision, you're clearly getting a kick out of searching for things to shame him for, but it's not working. You can't just pick out these random videos with absolutely no context behind them and try and make him seem like a child predator. It's just not gonna work. This is, again, comedy, and it's clearly satire about the kind of whole beauty pageant thing of how ridiculous America can be with sexualizing women. So don't be so unbelievably ignorant to that fact, and you claim that you're a comedian yourself, but only you are allowed to make controversial jokes. Is that how it is? Because that's you all over, isn't it? double standards till the day that you die.
I know that's kind of an irrelevant observation,
Yes, it is! I'm glad you noticed that as well.
but I just think it's interesting you couldn't just dial it down for the child and not dial it down for the adults. Pointing at a child.
Good job, Lucy! But next time, shake your titties more. And you!
Literally inappropriate no matter who you talk to, unless you're an absolute nonsensical monster supporting Shane Dawson. You never point at a child and say, shake your titties more, even if you're joking. And this is what I'm talking about when I say, I think on a core level that Shane is a predator towards children. Or at the very least, he is totally inappropriate towards children.
That is not sexual harassment. A joke is not sexual harassment. Saying my name is humongous isn't sexual harassment. Do you hear yourself? Like you are absolutely scraping the bottom of the barrel to find anything to have a go at him for. But it's ridiculous because you're picking the most stupid things. Everything you're talking about has been a joke so far. Yeah, they're slightly over-the-top jokes, but it is in no way sexual harassment. He is in no way a sexual predator. Why, in your last video, did you just say you had a creepy feeling about him? Why didn't you discuss any of this then? Since then, you've probably desperately searched for something to have a go at him for. Why haven't you talked about this at all until this point? It's because you haven't thought any of these things at all until now. Now that this has come out, you're like, haha, now's my chance. I can run him into the dirt. Woohoo! You so get a kick out of this, and you're a complete pathetic scumbag, really. You're an absolute scumbag who is doing all he can to ruin a innocent man's reputation. I hate you. I hate you so much. I just wish YouTube would ban your account. I actually do think that. I don't think that about most people, even people that really aggravate me. I don't want their accounts banned, but yourself, this is absolute slander, and it's incredibly damaging and harmful. I'm also going to be reporting this video once I've finished talking about it.
That's literal sexual harassment. I don't care if you're a comedian. I don't care if you're on the set of a movie. If you point at any woman and say, shake your tits more, that could wind you up in court.
No, it absolutely couldn't. What, in a comedy sketch, a satirical comedy sketch about, like I said, the example of how beauty pageants are completely out of control and they sexualize children, and this was done then, would you be taken to court for that? No, obviously not. You just don't understand the joke. It's gone right over your head, and that's sad, really.
You could wind up in court saying, what did Shane Dawson say to you, child? And she could go, oh, he pointed at me and said, shake your tits more.
Do you understand what context is? Because I really don't think you do at this point. You are just taking everything well out of context. Yes, if Shane Dawson was walking down a high street, pointed at a random child and says, shake your titties, of course he will get in trouble. But that's a completely different situation. These two have no relevance. Do you even know what this video is? Have you just found it out of nowhere and decided to say these random things that make no sense about it? God damn.
That's disgusting. And this is not like, oh, Shane didn't really say that. He obviously said that in this video. But let's go ahead and watch Shane act like he's never said or done an inappropriate thing in his life, other than tell jokes.
That's a good one. I'm like, oh, I want to see. You got arrested. I know. I didn't want to see cohort. I just want to see, like, okay, let me pretend like I'm a pedophile for a second. Okay, by the way, just for the record, please, I have nothing to do with this. I didn't know this. Like, you can literally get arrested for saying this. Let me finish. So I typed in naked baby. First of all, I don't understand why anybody would be turned on by that. But that's the first thing you said. But there's something. I'm kidding. Okay, back to the Instagram.
So he plays this part of it, and he says, oh, it was so important. You guys totally left that part out. What about the part where you literally go your opinion and react as a
Okay, little big dick.
and you say that you said this to a little girl?
Onision, he didn't say that to her. Where have you got that from? This is clearly a joke about how cocky she is with her Instagram account. How do you not understand this? I don't understand. Like, you act like you're a very intelligent person, but you're not at all if you're completely missing this.
Her dick was almost as big as mine.
Really?
And I said, okay, little big dick, why do you have so many followers? And she goes, oh, I'm a cheerleader. And I'm like, oh, really? And
Again, it is not appropriate on any level to be talking about a child this way. It's absolutely insane. And he's going here and he's literally actually harassing or passively doing so on his stream, talking about a child in a sexual way.
How is that a sexual way? How is that just say? Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't know what to say about this. I absolutely have no idea what to say. This is one of the weirdest videos you've ever made because you're so grasping at straws. It's so pathetic. You've got to stop. It's really embarrassing. It's incredibly embarrassing. It's incredibly cringy. And I think everyone in the world thinks that. Let it go. Just let it go. Move on with your life like Shane Dawson has moved on with his. And you act like you're the one that cut ties with him. That's a load of crap. He is absolutely the one that cut ties with you a long, long time ago because that was absolutely the right thing for him to do. He was being the bigger man, and now you're being a petty child that won't stop trying to get his own way. Sorry about the change in lighting. It's now pretty dark outside, but I just want to wrap things up here anyway. The bottom line is that Onision, you are taking all of this out of context in a shallow attempt at attacking Shane Dawson. You are clearly jealous of how far Shane Dawson has gone. You can't take it. You absolutely can't take it. You are also only doing this to try and make yourself seem less like a child predator, because if anyone here is a child predator, it's yourself. Basically, by your own admission, you have admitted to how it's acceptable to find underage girls that are developed attractive, and I think you're trying to just ram it home so you can deflect and make people think that you're not like that when you really are.
You're gonna treat dudes who are attracted to these exact same as a guy who would be attracted to this girl, who is of an unknown age you don't know, and that's exactly the goddamn point.
Again, speak for yourself, mate. I'm a lot younger than you, and that girl looks, to me, clearly really young, like 14, 15, and you're openly admitting that it's fine to be attracted to someone like this.
This is incredibly pathetic of you to do this. It's embarrassing watching you make up absolute lies and slander about Shane Dawson, unless you actually don't understand the fact that these are jokes, but I think that's not the case at all. I don't understand how you can't see that these are jokes. He didn't say most of the stuff that you thought he said. He was just discussing this with a friend. So it's good that everyone can see straight through your lies, because otherwise you could actually do some damage to this person. I will be reporting this video because of your blatant attempts at attacking him for no reason. Absolutely no reason. What has he done to you? Nothing. What he did in the past was in the past, a very long time, nearly a decade ago. It could have been a simple misunderstanding, which he apologized for anyway. So I don't even understand you. This must just be some bizarre fit of jealousy that has gone way too far, and it has. You've got to stop this. You've got to let it go and move on. It's ridiculous. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments what you think on this matter. I'd be interested in hearing. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next one.